Well, basically, it wasn't a thing even on my shelf about running for this place in our society. But as the work that I was doing with the inner city kids, with the literacy programs, and as I was watching, I said, well, is there any other way I can come out and do something a little more for society? And as one thing led to another thing, people said, well, why don't maybe you ought to take a run for it. And I asked them, I said, run for what? And they said, the President of the United States. I said, well, that's a big fish to catch, if you know what I mean. But they said, well, why not? Your ideals and your views and what you think the society should have and your values are, right now, the feedback that we're receiving from it is great. So they said, you should take a look at it. And I thought about it. I said, well, maybe I will. But at that time, it's like it was a far-fetched thing for me. And because my thing is with the church and doing things for the inner city kids and literacy programs and the things that's overseas with third world countries, I was also producing. And there's so many kids that I figure I was reaching with my ministry than I would running for the President of the United States. I mean, it's a lot of money and a lot of time taken away from the church, and that I didn't want to do. So this is, now I come to the point where things have changed. People have come to me, want to bring in donations, and fundraising programs is now into effect. And now I can do my ministry and still maybe run this course. And by running this course, I can see, well, how much more I can do. Someone opened my eyes up and said, wait a minute, if you can do this, then you can also do this, and look how much more of a progress that you can do with helping society out. Well, when I first thought about running, and I was asked, what could I bring to the table? And I thought about it. And things that I have seen how our country have grown over the last 20 years in the different presidents that we had. And I thought that if one individual, as an individual collective, could come in and have the collective voting public vote their individual conscience without outside parameters, then I think that at the voting poll, we would have a better outcome of true events. Myself as an individual, I cannot change tomorrow for no one, or anyone for that fact. But with my ideals, if they're the same as the public, and they bring their ideas to me, and I use myself as a vessel to change tomorrow for them, then I think that we can change tomorrow to a better day for our whole society and our whole country. Not just our country would change, but our relationships with other countries would see what we have done here in this country. We was able to take the peer group pressure off individuals who's voting. Maybe you don't want to vote as a Democrat. Maybe you don't want to vote as a Republican. But you're going to vote because that's your circle you society in today. So you're in a voting opinion, but it's not your true opinion. So your heart drive is not where it should be. By this way, if you come to the table and you vote as an individual collective with the collective without the pressure outside influence, tomorrow we can change it. And if I'm going to run for the presidency of the United States, I cannot change tomorrow. You can change tomorrow. I'm going to be a vessel to change tomorrow that you believe in, because your belief and my belief are the same. And that's the tool I want to bring to the table. We do have a democracy society, right? But wait a minute. You did not go out and vote your true conscience. Period. No outside pressure. No matter if your neighbors are this, your neighbors are that. Who cares? But you have to vote what you believe in, and they respect you for what you vote in. But right now, yeah, we have a democracy here. But does it really comes out to that when voting time comes? No, it doesn't. Why? Because of the peer group pressure we have in our society. And that's a fact. Racism is a hidden agenda. to stop you from bettering yourself, whether you're white, black, Spanish, Asian, whatever it may be, a female, a male. Well, if he can make a phone call and stop you from getting a job, that's indirect racism. Whether the black guy call or the white guy call. A lot of people don't want to believe it. Say, oh no, it doesn't exist. Racism's not there. But they think that racism is a white thing against black. It's not a white thing against black. Racism doesn't have color. Racism only has hate for one other individual because of the differences. That's true racism, period. No matter who it may come from. Whether the guy got a hood on his head or he got a fist in his hand saying black power. It's the same. There's no difference in the two. An unjust act is an unjust act, period. We have a democracy where anyone can come and run and represent the country. My name was put up to run, so I'm going to run. And my ideals I'm going to bring to the table. They say, hey, if you take this path, Frank, that what if possibly someone may take your life? I said, what do you mean? They said, Frank, look, if you achieve to where you want to go and where you're pursuing, what do you think may happen if you actually get there? But this is something that I believe in. And yes, I thought about it, that if I make it to a certain point, that there are going to be someone who's not going to want me there, that my life may end. But even if I never make it there, their eyes have opened and their views are going to change for tomorrow. Maybe I make it, maybe I don't. But look at all the ideals that have come to the surface because I decided to make a change in my life and believe in something without a doubt. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not here to be a black president of the United States. I'm here to be the president of the United States, period. See me as what I am, as the entity who believe in you, and you, no matter what color you are, what race you say you are, what religion you practice. I don't care. This is what I want to bring to you. You to have your true conscience, to vote what you believe that you believe in from your heart. And that way we can change our society. It's a better place.
Ladies and gentlemen, forgive the interruption to your regular programming. I have the sad duty to inform the American people that a great tragedy has happened to us today. A mere one day before the presidential election, leading candidate Reverend Franklin Kennedy was gunned down near his home in the Berkeley Hills by an alleged assailant whom the FBI have identified as Walter Lee Fitzgerald. This does not yet say what this means for the election tomorrow, but of course for now our thoughts and prayers go with Reverend Kennedy and his family. Stay with us. We'll have continued live coverage as this tragic story unfolds.
This is Mindy Carlson reporting live just down from the assassination site.
While on an early morning run in the Berkeley Hills, U.S. presidential candidate Reverend Franklin Kennedy was gunned down.
FBI have taken over and secured the entire area. They have escorted everyone, including the media, away from the crime scene. We are told that local authorities have been completely removed from this investigation. We can't get close enough to talk to the agents in charge at the scene, and local police are unable to give us...
Siya itinagdang maging kauna-unahang African-American president ng Estados Unidos.
और इसी शहर के अंदर कल के जमा हुआ वाल्टर ली ने आज रेवरेंड फ्रैंकलिन कैनेडी को
inaasahan ding siyang makakartamo ng pinakamaraming boto sa history ng US
वाल्टर ली
presidential election.
नाम का एक आदमी इसी शहर के अंदर बड़ा हुआ और इसी शहर के अंदर
som Walter Lee gick igenom var just den droppen som fick bägaren att rinna över för honom.
Walter Lee Fitzgerald ha asesinado al reverendo Franklin Kennedy, el candidato presidencial
Att bry sig om honom och vad som hände för honom. Att hjälpa honom att få den hjälp som de kunde ha trott att han skulle behöva. Jag befinner mig just nu i Hayward, Kalifornien. Walter Lee Fitzgeralds hemvist och uppväxtort. Hayward ligger på östra stranden av San Francisco-bukten, mitt emellan San Francisco och San
En el
Jose.
corazón del centro de la ciudad de Hayward, en el 1930, el primer City
Ich
Hall.
stehe hier vor der B Street Plaza in Hayward, Kalifornien. Im Ostgebiet der San Francisco Bay Area gelegen, ist dies eine charmante Stadt mit der typischen amerikanischen City-Atmosphäre, die erst vor ein paar Jahren ihren 120. Gründungstag gefeiert
Han har
hat.
yttrat rasistiska anmärkningar. Detta undersöktes av FBI, men eftersom ingenting kunde bekräftas lades undersökningen åt
Esta
sidan.
ciudad de Hayward, conocida como el corazón de la bahía, está situada a 25 millas sureste de San Francisco, California.
Vor Tagesende ging Walter Lee Fitzgerald nach
मैं
Hause.
जमाल कुरैशी इंडियन टेलीविजन हेवर्ड से बात कर रहा हूँ यहाँ हेवर्ड जो कि सैन
Good
फ्रांसिस्को से
afternoon.
25 मील
This is Amanda Brown reporting live for Channel 7 News Sydney, Australia. I'm here in Hayward, a town 25 miles southeast of San Francisco, where Walter Lee Fitzgerald resided.
Okay, we're coming into downtown right now.
This is downtown?
Okay. Yeah, we'll be there in less than an hour.
Hayward. May as well
I need
just
you
called
to
it
clear that street.
Haystack.
Clear it. Great.
What's going on?
We got the address of his childhood home.
It's hard to believe that the man who lived in this house, on this quiet street in Hayward, California, that neighbors described as kind, thoughtful, and kept to himself, could turn out to be a calculated killer with racist motives.
Now, Walter Lee Fitzgerald apparently was a quiet, non-violent, calm man up until the last couple of months when things drastically changed.
But sadly, once again, another case that proves we know little about the strangers next door.
I think it's this one with the picket fence. Yeah, right up here. Okay. Great. Oh my God. Straight out of a Norman Rockwell painting. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Great. You're gonna start facing the house while you talk about the church. As soon as he starts talking about the church, you're gonna zoom out, give us a nice wide shot.
I'm reporting to you live from Hayward, California, right in front of the home of Mr. Walter Fitzgerald, who just days ago fatally shot and killed the Reverend Franklin Kennedy. It's hard to believe in such a quiet, residential, church-going neighborhood such as this, America's most notorious assassin would come to be known.
We are live outside the church where the late Reverend Kennedy began his crusade. Silent candlelit vigils are taking place here tonight and across America in remembrance of a man who spoke out for all races. Not since September 11th have we seen such tragedy in the faces of the American people, nor have we witnessed such strength and unity in the wake of tragedy. People are already beginning to draw parallels to the Martin Luther King Jr. assassination, JFK, and even John Lennon's death in terms of the impact that this has had.
I know for me, I was a kid when JFK was assassinated, and it was pretty shocking to us. So I kind of feel like I'm reliving some of that. So I want to give you a chance to vent too. So I know it's been a really hard week for everybody, and I know it's hard to concentrate on school when there's been so much else going on with the assassination of Reverend Kennedy, and I know a lot of you have been really upset about it and need a chance to vent, so I thought that we'd suspend class today and just give you a chance to talk about how you're feeling.
The fact that, like, when you looked at him and you listened to him, it was obvious that he actually meant what he was saying, and there's so many political figures that just lie and say what they think the public wants to hear, and he didn't do that, and I always appreciated that, and I always looked up to that, and that was the main reason that I wanted him to be elected, because I knew that he actually cared.
I think Reverend Kennedy would have been a great president. Besides the fact that he was black, he had marvelous, marvelous political views.
I'm really frustrated by what's happened, just because, like Kaylin said, like, I've really lost faith in politicians and in people that are supposedly there to help, especially youth in Oakland. And having Reverend Kennedy be from the Bay Area, be black, you know, like, be an independent party, it really was a change. And to see that he was so close to being in office, I was really excited and like empowered that some of the things that I have dreams for Oakland could happen, you know, because I'm sure that he would pay more attention to the urban cities in California or, you know, wherever they might be in the United States that a lot of people just don't care about.
Honey, I know this is difficult. Well, first I'd like to tell you that how much I love you with all my heart. I remember when you was born. Oh, and when you came out, at that moment in my life, I knew then, without doubt, my universe was completed. You, your mother, you're the reason why I campaign for what I campaign for. My beliefs, what I want to bring to our society, so you can have a better life, a better future. And today, it's the hardest obstacle I ever have to cross in my life. My death I can accept one day. But the last thing I ever want to do in this world was to bring tears to your eyes.
We are gathered here today to celebrate the life of a great war hero, a wonderful father, a great leader, a friend. We should never take our freedom for granted. He would mention this to us over and over again. We should never take our freedom for granted. Is this the final lesson he is teaching us here today? Is this the lesson he wants all of us to learn here today? Reverend Franklin Kennedy dedicated his life. He took every moment to give, to love, to send hope. As presidential candidate, I believe he would have changed this world. I remember early on in my ministry, when I first came to the church, Reverend Kennedy took me under his wing. He was a father to me. He was a father to all. And we would take walks in the courtyard and watch the leaves fall. And he would tell me, take advantage of every moment. And I never truly understood that until today. Reverend Kennedy lived each and every moment, sending out love, sending out hope, giving freedom, hoping to change each and every individual.
Kennedy. May I join you? I knew your father very well.
Yes, please have a seat.
Ma'am, I'm the coroner who performed the autopsy on your father's body. And there are some things that I think you should know. I'm just going to give you the facts. It may seem confusing to you, but all the documentation you will need is right here in this file. I don't know what you want to do with the information, but I'm not taking this one to my grave.
Yes, I was the first officer on the scene. At approximately 0800 hours, I was making a routine patrol through Berkeley Hills when I came upon 3 bodies lying in the road. I pulled over, got out of the vehicle. Upon examination, I discovered that all 3 had suffered fatal gunshot wounds. About that time, backup arrived, and it was with their help that we discovered a 4th victim lying in the bushes nearby. That person was ambulanced to a local hospital, and their condition and identity is unknown at this time. They belong to Secret Service agents and the Reverend Franklin Kennedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out on such short notice. The FBI has taken over the entire investigation and is receiving full cooperation from the Berkeley Police Department. Jonathan Burrows from the San Francisco office is heading up that investigation and will be briefing you upon the latest developments in this case. Mr. Burrows?
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a profile of the suspect in this case, and we have identified him as Walter Lee Fitzgerald. Forensics has confirmed that the bullet killing Reverend Franklin Kennedy was fired from a gun that was in Mr. Fitzgerald's possession. During the incident, 2 federal agents were gunned down. Another was seriously injured.
Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be no further questions at this time. We will keep you abreast of the situation as it develops. Thank you.
Fuck!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some new developments in the Reverend Kennedy assassination. As I said before, Agent Jonathan Burrows from the San Francisco office will brief you on the latest updates. Mr. Burrows?
Thank you. Walter Lee came home this afternoon, shot and killed his wife before turning the gun on himself. It appears to be a classic murder-suicide. From the evidence that we have found at the scene and what we know about him and his activities, we are convinced we have our man. The hunt is over. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be no further questions at this time. Thank you.
How many more Walter Lees are out there? How do you know it's not your neighbor, your coworker, a friend, or even a family member?
This is, I could just, it's, cause this, Walter, cause, we.
Walter?
How many times do we pass them on the streets? Talking to themselves. Is anybody listening? Have we really ever stopped to hear what they have to say?
See, Walter, we've got a problem. We've got a problem.
It's time we listen to the voice of mental illness. Is anybody listening? Anybody listening? Anybody listening?
Now, to my right is the bistro. The bistro is the local hangout for this town where people eat, drink, have a good time. Walter used to hang out here quite often. However, recently, the people at the bistro told me that Walter has been acting quite strangely. He's been talking to himself, acting very nervous, and the ladies over there don't understand what was actually going on with him, but thought there was something wrong.
I try to listen to you, but you don't listen to me. Why don't you listen to me? Why don't you listen to me? Just every... You just don't listen to me, and I need you to listen to me.
Is anybody listening?
Pretty hard. Okay. He did some things. He did some things. Should have done. Pretty hard. These things,
Now, Walter Lee, I'm sure people will say he was temporarily insane, but no, I don't believe that. I mean, he definitely could have used counseling. He needed to have someone who would listen to him. I don't think anybody was listening to him.
You understand, Walter? People got stay where they. People just. People gotta, people gotta stay where they belong.
Unfortunately, his wife, from what I understood, they had a good relationship most of the time. She was an innocent person in this.
Walter?
Could she have done something different? I don't know. It just seems like there's so much that could have helped prevent this, had we seen this.
Welcome back to Challenge the Status Quo. I'm George Lane. Walter Lee Fitzgerald, a son of a bitch perp who killed my friend, our next president, the Reverend Franklin Kennedy, suffered from severe mental depression. I believe wholeheartedly in an individual's rights are tantamount, the most important thing one could have. But you know what, pal? If we're not playing on the same level playing field and you got a mental disorder, then I can't control what you're doing, man. Because you're coming out and you just got issues going on that I can't control. And you know what? Screw you, pal. Because you're a wacko. And because you got a right-left brain disconnection, your brain is not getting enough serotonin. Well, what do you want from me? If you can't get it together, your family ought to intervene on your behalf and involuntarily commit you. I'm a hero!
Walter?
I'm a hero!
Walter! Where are you going? I can't take this anymore. God damn it, Walter! I'm calling a doctor, Walter!
Linda, this is Pete. I tailed Walter yesterday, and I have some news. When you get this message, give me a call at the office.
Pete.
Hi, baby doll. Listen, I followed Walter around a bit yesterday, and I can tell you he's up to something.
What was he doing?
Well, first off, he spent 3 hours at the shooting range. I didn't go in, but I followed him after he left. And he went to the gun shop. I presume to buy some ammo.
What? Walter doesn't own a gun, Pete. He doesn't even like guns. I mean, he won't have anything to do with them.
Look, honey, I deal with this thing all the time in this business. And I hate to be the one to break it to you. But there are some things about your husband that you know nothing about. Oh, hold on a minute. Yes, can I help you? Hun, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Wait.
There's danger, folks. There's danger on the street corners everywhere, just waiting for a place to strike. No pattern to it, no reason for it. Just the right time, the right place. Like a time bomb ever ticking, waiting to go off. And then, where? Where does it strike next? In our families? In our churches? In our schools? How many good, strong, influential leaders do we have to lose before we realize that something needs to be done? Something drastic. The American public needs to wake up.
You got it, thank you.
Come on. Damn it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here. 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 I know. I know. I know this. Cause I know this. Cause I can think. I know this.
He had enough sanity to plot this murder, to know where they'd be, to wait, to get the gun ahead of time. So the man seemed to know what he was doing.
Turner, Connor.
Morning, sir.
Rev. Where's Dan?
Sorry I'm late.
Who's the kid?
New guy. Dan called it sick. He's cool.
What's your name?
Sprague. Agent Sprague, sir.
Okay, Sprague. Think you can keep up?
Do I have time to take a leak?
No, you do not have time to take a leak. Let's move.
It's just the rationality he had in doing this had to come from a depression.
Sir, I'm getting a cramp. I'm gonna have to relieve myself.
I don't think so.
Sir, I'm going to relieve myself.
What is this? I have a schedule here.
Just going over to the curve where you stretch. We'll catch up.
This man, this wacko, killed the next president of the United States, and I'm as mad as hell about it, and you ought to be as mad as hell about it. Most of us just don't get it. We're just afraid of seeing and feeling the light. But don't you get it? Don't you get it, people? We need to make some serious changes in this country. Because as things stand now, something's got to give. God damn it, something's got to give, because I'm sick and tired of great people in this country losing their life. Not only presidential candidates, good people, honest people, hardworking people, people who make a contribution to this country. This is Challenge the Status Quo. We'll be right back.
My name is Dr. John Dancer. I hold a PhD and an MD from the University of California at San Francisco. The FBI has retained my services on a consulting basis, not just for the Walter Lee Fitzgerald case, but in earlier cases as well. Mr. Fitzgerald began to show symptoms of severe mental disturbance many, many months before the actual assassination took place. You see, it wasn't just all of a sudden one day Walter Lee Fitzgerald wakes up and decides to commit this heinous act. There were visible signs, delusions, paranoia. We know he bought a gun. And the entire electoral process has been subverted by the act of a single tragically disturbed individual.
Thousands of Americans line the streets to pay tribute to a fallen hero. It seems just yesterday, this country was riding high on the hopes of putting a man in the White House who could truly make a difference. Now we find ourselves, unwittingly, having to accept politics as usual. The voice of the African American people has been silenced.
He gave us hope and shit. He made us think that, you know, everything could get better in the world, but then again, then some white motherfucker come and gonna kill him off, you know what I'm saying? That just brought us down even harder because now, it's like now we really ain't got nothing to live for.
And what can we do? We can't bring a man back.
I was really excited about having a president that you could really believe in, you know, and like he was a true leader, and it is the greatest tragedy I think I've ever experienced.
Well, Reverend Franklin Kennedy is the type of ordinary person that gets inspired by a guy like Martin Luther King.
Reverend Kennedy was all about peace and unity and equality, and that was taken.
Someone who has a real mission, a real calling, and anyone who sticks their neck out like that is going to invite hatred.
Every time something like this, a good person comes out and really speaks up for their people, they get shot down. And who's shooting them? You know, the person behind the assassination, what's that all about?
It seems like whenever we get a strong leader for our community, someone has to take them out.
You know, it's all about sacrifice. So these people make these sacrifices, and they know what's the price for the sacrifices. Most of the time is death. You know what I mean? It don't matter. You know, it could be Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, first black president, Jesus Christ. You know, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They're gonna off you anyway. So, you know, if you're gonna die for something, you know, die like, you know, some of these men died, you know, for a cause. And, you know, keep it going, man. Don't be afraid of it.
Do I have a belief strong enough that I would die for what I believe in? Yes. Maybe I'll make it and change our society to a certain level, or maybe I won't make it. Because no matter what we do in life, there's always going to be someone who don't like you. The day I was born at the hospital, someone didn't like me. Why? Because of the pigmentation in my skin.
I mean, I don't know, maybe this guy was a racist, but I think because the person he killed was black, everybody's immediately going to say, oh, he's a racist, which may or may not be true.
Everyone is at fault at this. It's not, more people look at racism as being a white doesn't like the blacks. That's not a true statement. Oh, it was discrimination. It was discrimination. But wait a minute. It's not discrimination because something happened because the person had to be white and he happened to be black that was shot 10 times. Okay. We don't know the circumstances behind it. Before you jump to a conclusion, find out who this person was who did the shooting. His wife may be black. His mother may be black.
Walter's gonna love this.
When you first told me your name, I didn't hear a word you said, but it was written all over my face. Should've known it was you I would love until the end.
this was a bad idea.
When our time down here is spent,
Maybe I should go.
it's in every single line. Hope you know it was you that I loved until the end. I don't know where this road leads. All I know is I wanna go with you in a life where there's no sure things.
Maybe I should go.
I am sure I wanna live it with you.
Your mother ever talk about me?
No. I don't know why she did what she did.
So how old are you now?
I'll be 20 in October.
Sounds about right. What about your father?
It's complicated. According to my mom, she and my father, she and Ben thought that I was theirs. After I was born, they had a blood test. I just don't think she could bear to tell him. So she just pushed him out of our lives. Never understood it. Did you love her?
No. I wanted to, but she always kept me at a distance. She never let me get too close.
That sounds like Mom.
She must have met Ben when she went up to check out the university. That's why she didn't want me to move up with her. She was so distant when she came back. Yeah, I never made the connection.
They'll say that you know it when you know that it's right. With each step you're taking, we're getting closer to the rest of our lives. Just look at me, I'll look at you. Forget the world now, it's just us two. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing.
This is good. Thanks. Do you, plan on sticking around Oregon, or are you gonna venture out somewhere?
Well, actually I've been thinking about relocating. There's a couple of graduate programs I'm looking at in California, actually. So.
That would be great. It'd be nice, for you to come and visit more often.
Thanks.
You know, I've been thinking, so much time has been lost. Here you are, fully grown, and then we make this connection, and now I wonder where all that time went. And I feel like I've kind of lost it. Time. What I'm trying to say is that, the past is the past. And what we have here now is what we have. I know I can speak for Linda when I say that what we have here is a family. You're a family. I want you to feel as if you're always welcome. Our home. Our home is your home.
It really means a lot. It really does.
If you ever want to come and stay with us, I would love it to have you here. I would love to have you here.
Thank you.
What? Did you remember to pick up my prescription yesterday?
I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are you gonna do now?
Well, I can't drive blind.
You can't drive, period.
They're gonna fire my ass if I'm late again. This is ridiculous. I can't even see.
What are you rambling about?
I said this is... Never mind.
Oh no, I found him. Oh, honey. Ooh, you're gonna look like a goober.
Would you stop?
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, Walter. Are you okay?
I gotta go to work.
There.
You're right, I do look like a goober.
No, I think you look sexy.
You mean kind of like Clark Kent?
Why don't you come with me, Superman?
What are you doing?
You've got 15 minutes.
I only need 5. Superman only needs 5.
You know, although we've come a long way with prejudice, I think that in some people's eyes, Walter Lee was actually a hero.
Love you.
I love you too.
I shouldn't have to go to work.
I know, but you must.
I'll see you later.
Okay. I'm gonna miss you today.
I miss you too.
I'm gonna be a little late for dinner. I gotta stop and get some contacts.
Superman doesn't need contacts.
No, he doesn't. Superman don't need contacts.
Superman can be blindfolded.
But he does need his cape.
I'll see you later.
Okay. You're crazy.
He was mentally ill because he got fired.
Our companies that are letting people go, that are firing people who have been there 20-some years, giving them counseling after they go. I mean, I think with Walter, this could have made a difference had he gotten counseling, because he went into a mental depression right away. Obviously, people saw his personality change from that point on. And unfortunately for most of us, it will take a tragedy before we realize the simple things that can make a difference.
I'm sorry, but somebody should take a real close look at Walter Lee and not just pin it and go, oh, we have a mentally ill person here. This man obviously had some problems. The fact that he went and he shot Kennedy was not just a spur of the moment thing. I think that he really knew that he wanted to do this, and when nothing else was working for him, he decided that he was going to shoot him.
We have plenty of anecdotes and corroborated testimony from his co-workers that he was starting to spew this vile, racist rhetoric. The sudden eruption of these repellent racist beliefs, as that in fact played a major part in his dismissal from his job. We do have some hearsay testimony from a gentleman, a co-worker of his, whom I'll identify as Bob.
Wally, 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 Wally. Bob.
You know I'd find you here. You know what you're thinking? You're thinking, what am I gonna tell the wife? Well, maybe you don't have to tell her anything. I have good news. You'll never guess who called me today. Cubicle 4, brunette, nice ass. That's right, you dog.
Fuck you. I never touched her.
Yeah, right. Well, you'll never guess who she works for now. What? Talk to me, baby.
I'm a happily married man. I just need a job. All right?
Okay, look, she's in
I mean,
town.
are they really hiring? I mean, is this for real? You're not bullshit.
No, I'm straight up on this stuff. Melissa?
I don't remember her name being Melissa.
It's Melinda? Melissa. It's Melissa. You're trying to mess with me. You're in town doing some headhunting, right? So she'll be at this number. Jeez. She's waiting for you. And you get the jobby.
I'm not fucking her, okay?
It'll help.
Yeah, right.
She's
Look,
horny.
If it's on the up and up, I'm gonna check it out. But if it's not, I'm out of there, right?
Okay, well, she's horny and she's hot. You do the deed, you get the job. Everything's a done deal here. I work for you.
Some kind of a fucking corporate pimp.
I work for you. I'm looking out for you. I can't let anything happen to you.
Help me.
Well, that's the way it's gotta be,
I think the most important thing to emphasize, and I must emphasize this, is that everything could have been prevented. All the signs were there.
I don't know, man. Bob's so full of shit.
Look, give me that. You've been making more money. And you know this girl. You're the only guy for the job. Fuck it, make the call.
Hello? Melissa? Uh-huh. Yeah? Yeah, I know where that is. Uh-huh. Okay. Hello? What the fuck was that all about?
It's open. Hi, Walter.
Oh, Melissa, you all right? Hey, Bob?
Hello, Walter.
What the fuck, man? Oh my god! What the fuck?
You dog.
It's like this. The question you gotta ask, what's it worth?
Here's our boy.
Can you hold on a second?
Do you have to be so barbaric?
Fuck you.
Give him this.
As I was saying, I've got the dirt on everybody.
I wish I could have done something. If I had been there, if I had known Walter Lee Fitzgerald, I could have done something. None of this had to happen. None of it.
Walter?
No, Melinda, it's Bob.
Who?
You know?
Bob, Walter's best friend.
Hi, Hi.
Listen, did Walter come into work today?
That's what I was calling about. Yeah, he's had some problems. He got laid off.
He was laid off?
Yeah.
Well, do you know where he is? He didn't come home last night.
Oh, yeah, I did see him. Yeah, he went to a bar with some friends and started drinking, throwing down shots.
He was drinking?
Feels really bad. Yeah.
Well, did you talk to him today? I mean...
Yeah, he's just really upset. He doesn't know how to talk to you. Really, just...
I'm sorry. That doesn't sound like Walter.
Trust me, I know him well. I'm connected with him. I have a kinship with him. Don't worry.
What do you mean, don't worry? I've been sitting up all night long waiting for him.
Well, I know. He probably walking the floor. I feel sorry and stuff, and that's why I'm calling, because he doesn't know how to tell you.
Whatever, listen, if you talk to him, would you please tell him to call me or to just come home, because I'm worried.
Sure. Sure I will. Yeah, not a problem at all. When I talk to him, I'll have him call, I promise. Yeah, just relax. It'll be okay. Linda, it's okay. Okay? Just try to relax.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye, Linda.
How's our boy doing?
Now, whenever they want something done that they're really too moral, too righteous to do themselves, they find a poor, unfortunate guy like Fitzgerald, and they give him the gun, let him do it, and then they say, "Oh, isn't that awful?"
Yeah, well, he was set up. I mean, in that kind of a setup, that would be similar to the way they set up Oswald, James Earl Ray, and Sirhan Sirhan. I read how they set up Sirhan Sirhan, and they really worked him. They gave him drugs.
Give him this.
Used hypnosis, manipulated him for what, months? You know, or how long does it take to do that to someone if you got a team of crack experts that know how to do it?
I can't go into too many details because much of the information remains classified. I can tell you that there was no reason to believe that Mr. Fitzgerald was capable of this horrible crime which he committed. Obviously something terrible happened to Mr. Fitzgerald.
They give you these really powerful antipsychotics in the Thorazine family, and it's a synthesized chemical that is really similar to something they found in Haiti that is supposedly this ingredient in the stuff that they make zombies with.
It would appear that most of Mr. Fitzgerald's deterioration occurred very rapidly over a very narrow time frame, possibly within the past 2 months, possibly less than 1 month. Well, Walter, looks like you have a clean bill of health. I think it's time we got started.
This is all just really crazy, you know? I mean, I don't know what to say. You're a good friend, and I appreciate it, so... You know, if you do hear anything from Walter or... About Walter, you know, give me a call. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks. Bye.
Gotcha. Something's got to give, and damn it, if you can't get it together, we're gonna have to get it together for you.
Every once in a while, we have to redefine the boundaries.
Whatever they gotta do to get you together, man. Electroconvulsive therapy, so be it.
Try to reestablish where people belong, where people fit.
They've made tremendous advances. I know people who've had electroconvulsive therapy where they give you anesthesia now and they give you a sedative.
People have to stay where they belong.
And they shock your brain.
All hooked up? Good.
Four days, Walter. 4 days. You have Bob call? You have Bob call. Okay, great. Why it is that all of a sudden you think that you can't talk to me? 10 days! 10 days, Walter! For all I know, you were dead.
He went to Vegas.
He went to Vegas by himself.
Yeah. Yes, Vegas.
What I'd like to know is exactly when did you become Walter's big confidant?
Well, he confides in me. He's comfortable talking to me. I'm a guy, and
You fucking think that you can come back here and I'm just gonna take you back? No, I didn't. Oh, sweet little Linda, she's just gonna take me back. You. Fuck you, Walter. Fuck you.
No.
I don't care. I don't care what happened. I just want you to come home.
That should do it.
But you know what? After a month of treatments, maybe you'll get your act together. And maybe you could do something with your life.
April showers in the month of May. The ground's still wet and the sky's still gray. But you're still shining.
Oh my God, it was
no
so weird.
cadences or chords to play. No melodies or words to say. But you're still singing, and it keeps me breathing. When I fall apart into a million pieces, when I don't know where to start, you put me back together. You put me back together again. When the waters rise and the levee breaks, through your tear-filled eyes and your hands that shake, darling, I'll be steady when you're at the end of your tired rope. When you're feeling trapped and just need to go, darling, I'll be ready when you fall apart into a million pieces, when you don't know where to start. I'll put you back together. I'll put you back together again. I'll put you back together. I'll put you back together again. When I fall apart into a million pieces when I don't know where to start, when I forget where my peace is, when you fall apart into a million pieces, when you don't know where to start, I'll put you back together, I'll put you back together again, you put me back together, you put me back together again.
It was just, I'm sorry, it's I didn't know Mr. Fitzgerald personally. I did not know the Reverend Kennedy personally, but it's just a very difficult situation for me. Sorry. I guess I should be behaving more professionally, but something like this just gets to you. And I'm sorry. I guess I feel the same way everyone else does. I know I'm supposed to be a mental health professional, but I'm still a human being, and I'm still an American, and I'm still going to feel the impact of such a horrible event. And I think it's safe to say that all of us will feel this impact for a very long time to come. He's still semi-conscious. I'd like to install the speech block now before we wrap for the day.
You cannot speak to anyone. You can never tell Linda. You cannot speak to
People need to stay where
Linda.
they belong.
You could never tell your wife. It would kill her. You cannot speak to anyone. You can never tell Linda. You cannot speak to Linda.
You're.
Tell your wife. It would kill her.
I could, you know,
You cannot speak to anyone.
Linda, I should tell. No, you will never. Linda, she, you know, you could never tell. You know, you could never tell your. You know, she couldn't. You know, she. You could never tell your wife. It would kill her. It would kill her. You know, she. You know, she. It would kill her. It would kill her. She. I couldn't. I should. You will never tell your. You know, I could. We. You know, she. You.
I know I can speak for Linda when I say that what we have here is family. You're a family.
And I know it's been said that a dream's never lived in real life. From the first time that I saw your face, covered in linen and light, you were a moment of grace, almost too good for my eyes. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. They'll say that you know it when you know that it's right. With each step you're taking, we're getting closer to the rest of our lives. Just look at me, I'll look at you. Forget the world now, it's just us two. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love. If this is a dream, then don't wake me up from this beautiful, wonderful thing they call love.
I want to begin with the assassination sequence in the morning.
In the cases that I've studied, and there have been many, we look at different situations and we can kind of find a pattern.
This is I just...
Walter?
You can never tell, Linda.
Basically, the bottom line that I say is you have to watch these people. Lee Harvey Oswald supposedly was hearing voices right before he shot JFK, and he shot JFK. People thought that he was mentally ill. We have Walter Lee. People think that he's mentally ill.
2 p.m. 2 o'clock. Your commands are reinforced. 2 p.m. Walter. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is when your commands are reinforced. 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. Walter. 2 o'clock is when your commands are reinforced.
Walter?
Yes, this is Walter Fitzgerald.
Where is all this money coming from?
I just wanted to be sure that I did receive the wire transfer. Mm-hmm. Walter Fitzgerald. Oh, yes, I have the number right here. 111-500-94502. 02, that's right. Walter Fitzgerald. Yes. Uh-huh. Perfect. You have a delightful evening.
Detective Enterprises.
Hi, Pete.
Linda. Baby doll, how are you?
Okay.
You don't sound so good.
I'm fine.
What's wrong?
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Well, I haven't heard from you in...
I don't know. How long's it been? How's Walter?
He got laid off.
Linda, I'm so sorry.
Is there anything I can do?
I mean, I don't have much, but maybe I can.
No. We don't need any money. We don't need any money.
Well, what is it?
Baby doll, how are you doing? Great to see you. Sure. What's going on?
They said he went on a drinking binge. I didn't see him for days. Oh, I'm sorry about this mess. I'm trying to do this project and...
Weren't you worried about where he was?
Yes. But, Bob called and said he was taking it real hard and not to worry.
How long has it been?
Months? I don't know.
Who's Bob?
Just a friend from work.
Just a friend from work. Let me see those. This could be some kind of severance pay. He had a long tenure at that job. Sometimes they do the right thing when they lay somebody off and give them a nice package.
It's quite a bit of money, Pete.
What does the bank say?
It was weird. They couldn't tell me where the money was coming from.
Well, I can talk to some of my friends in the credit business and they can dig a little deeper, see if they can find where some of these direct deposits came from.
Okay, well, whatever you can do.
Let me make a few phone calls, okay?
Okay.
Are you sure you two haven't been having problems?
He just hasn't been the same since all this happened.
You call me if you need to. You call me. You understand?
I'm sorry. I just can't get him to talk to me.
I'll do what I can.
So what is it you do?
I write children's books.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Thanks, I love it. We were just talking, and what do you think about coming with us down to the wharf tomorrow and just kind of do some fun things? What do you think?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Like crab?
Oh, we've already talked about
Oh,
crab.
yeah, the crab thing. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's so beautiful here. I think you'll love it.
Yeah, I've heard it's beautiful. I mean, the city and then the beach, and I've heard it's just a beautiful city.
Maybe we can convince you to move here. Hi, Maddie. Look at you. I haven't seen you in so long. You look really cute today.
Thank you. My mom gave it to me for a surprise.
It's really cool. Hey, you know, I'm writing a new book.
What's it called?
called William the Bunny.
I really like your books. All the books that you write, they're my favorite books.
You're the greatest. What was the most favorite book that I ever gave you?
My favorite book is Daddy Come Home.
Really? Why was that your most favorite?
My favorite book is Daddy Come Home because one time my dad had to go to work early in the morning and he didn't come back until late, and my mom was worried and I was too, and I didn't want to go to bed, but my mom made me, and I kind of thought if I went to bed he'll come back, but I couldn't go to sleep, and I forgot about your book, and I found it and I read it, and it made me feel better, and he came back. What's the matter?
Nothing. You know, it just makes me really happy that my book made you feel better.
The last time you were here, you forgot the pillows and doilies, and my grandma saved them for you. Do you want me to go get them?
Oh, I think I like this one. Yeah, honey, that would be great.
Okay.
Friday, 5:58 p.m.
Hi, Linda. Pete. Listen, I have some information. The money in your bank account does not come from a pension and does not come from severance pay. My credit guys say it looks like a wire transfer, but they're not sure of the source. What I need you to do is to go to the bank and formally request a copy of information about that transfer. And then you and I can sit down, we'll look at that information together and decide what the next step is.
Hello? Melissa?
Hi, Walter.
Linda, what are you doing?
This is Melissa. Leave your message at the tone. Thanks.
This is getting interesting.
Как дела, комрад Золов? Ты должен быть Жу FBI.
Ну, я это понимаю, хорошо.
Да.
Окей. Какая жара. Ну вот, ты готов, да? Сегодня ты будешь FBI-ем.
Let's go.
Поедем?
Can I help you?
FBI. Mrs. Walter Fitzgerald?
Yes?
May we come in?
Come in. What are you looking for? Can somebody tell me what's going on, please?
Ma'am, your husband's under investigation by the FBI.
What are you talking about?
We understand you're under a lot of stress, but we're here to protect you.
Protect me?
We have reason to believe your husband may be dangerous.
Dangerous?
Has he mentioned any names? Special ops, government officials, doctors?
I don't know.
All we are trying to say is that you may have some useful information for us. If there's anything you can think of, or anything that he may have said to you that sounds unusual, or if you come across anything, anything you think we should know, you let us know, okay? We sure would appreciate the help.
Oh. I found this in his pocket.
If you find anything else unusual, or if you hear him talking about anything that sounds suspicious, let us know, okay?
Oh, what do you know, Dr. Dancer? Yeah?
Hello, Melissa.
Hello, sweetheart.
There's something you want to tell me?
I love you.
Aren't you missing something? Looks like Linda has your number.
It's okay, I'm already on it.
I'm disappointed in you. This is another loose end.
Loose end? Well, why don't you come over here and I'll show you what a loose end is.
When a vein is hemorrhaging, we need to clamp it.
Taken care of. What a pain in the ass.
This is bullshit. If they were investigating him, they wouldn't come to your house like that. And they sure as hell wouldn't tell you.
I can't take this. I can't. I have no idea what's going on.
Linda, you're family, and I really want to help you. But I'm completely swamped with work right now, and I don't have the time to do this.
You don't understand. Me. Dad. Walter talks to himself. He talks to himself like somebody else is in the room with him. And it's not me. It's not me. I'm scared. I've never been this scared in my entire life. Please.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Walter. And I want you to get those deposits traced and get that information to me. And don't talk to anybody. Do you understand? Anybody.
Every day I listen to you, I do everything you want me to do. I do everything. And then I do it some more. You just can't stop where it's going. And I try to listen to you, but you don't listen to me.
You're really kind of a hero in a way. Might not be obvious to some people, but in the long run, people are going to appreciate what you're going to do for us.
You gotta listen to me! I can't be listening to you all the time! You gotta listen to me! You wanna be the fucking hero? You wanna be the fucking hero? I'm gonna be the fucking hero. You wanna be the fucking hero? I'm gonna be the hero. Yeah, you're gonna be the hero. You're gonna be the fucking hero. You're gonna be the hero. I'm gonna be the fucking hero. You're gonna be the hero. You're gonna be the guy that do it, goddamn it. I'm gonna be the guy that fucking do it. I'm gonna be the guy that fucking do it. I'm gonna be the guy that goddamn do it. And I'm gonna fucking do it right here. I'm gonna do it right the fuck here.
I followed Walter around today yesterday.
Walter? Walter doesn't own a gun, Pete. Walter!
There are some things about your husband that you know nothing about.
Can I help you?
All right, we're here. Sprag will break off here at approximately 0800.
I'm going to relieve myself.
Intercept point is here at the curve where he stretches. Target will be wide open.
Or put that away. Showtime.
Turner, Connor.
Morning, sir.
Rev. Where's Dan?
Agent Dan has been deleted from the detail. As we speak.
Sorry I'm late.
Who's the kid?
New guy. Dan called him sick. He's cool.
What's your name?
No, not Sprague. Sprag. Because I like the sound of it.
Sprag. Agent Sprag, sir.
Okay, Sprag.
Remember.
Think you can keep up?
Drink lots of water.
Do I have time to take a leak?
No, you do not have time to take a leak. Let's move.
Sir, I'm getting a cramp. I'm gonna have to relieve myself. Sprag, radio check.
How's your position?
Where is he?
He'll show.
Where the fuck is he?
Hey!
Okay, hold on.
You're not gonna shoot me, are you, little motherfucker? You're not gonna shoot me! You're not gonna shoot me! Come on! Shoot me! Shoot me! Come on!
You guys, just calm down.
Shoot me! You're not gonna shoot me, are you? Well, fucking shoot me! You wanna fucking shoot me? Shoot me! Right here! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me!
Put that woman down!
Fucking shoot me! Fucking shoot me!
The agents were shot. One of the agents was shot in the neck, and the other was shot in the chest.
Is this it here? Thank you.
I'm not really at liberty to disclose that information. The FBI has taken over the case completely. All I know is that that person was ambulanced to a local hospital, and their identity is unknown at this time. I believe it would have been the third Secret Service agent. That person's condition remains unknown.
Pete, this is Linda.
Pick up if you're there, Pete. I got the information back from the bank. And I don't understand. They say the money is being wired from an offshore account. Listen.
Call me as soon as you get this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a profile of the suspect in this case, and we have identified him as Walter Lee Fitzgerald.
Linda Fitzgerald?
Yes.
May we come in?
Is this about Walter?
Have you seen the news?
No. What news?
Have you seen these men?
Yes, the FBI agents, they were here. My uncle said there was something strange about what they were doing.
Your uncle?
Yeah, he's a private detective.
Can I help you? Of course. Mind if I have a look around?
No, actually, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with you in my house right now.
Everything's gonna be okay. It's just a routine investigation. Have a seat.
Please, is my husband mixed up in this? I mean, is he in some sort of trouble?
And I told you, it's nothing to worry about. Now, have you mentioned anything to anyone else besides your uncle?
No, Why?
Nice place. Nice doily.
What?
The pillow.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
It looks handmade. Is that your work?
No, I just put this together with things that I pick up at antique shops.
My grandmother, bless her soul, she loved doing that sort of thing. She was always crocheting, had doilies all over the house.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you mind?
What?
Okay, I got it.
May I have a look?
Yeah, here you go.
This your husband's gun?
I have never seen it. I've never seen that before.
Good.
Do you have cats?
No, I don't have cats.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Boy, it's a shame. Nice work like this. Smells like there's cat piss on it.
What are you talking about?
Here, smell for yourself.
Cat piss.
It worked, didn't it?
Okay, we got it.
We're clear.
Walter Lee came home this afternoon, shot and killed his wife before turning the gun on himself. It appears to be classic murder, suicide. evidence that we have found at the scene and what we know about him and his activities, we are convinced we have our man. The hunt is over. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be no further questions at this time. Thank you.
Estelle Kennedy. I'm the coroner who performed the autopsy on your father's body.
Forensics has confirmed that the bullet killing Reverend Franklin Kennedy.
I don't know what you want to do with the information, but I'm not taking this one to my grave.
always be my hero.
And so may it be. My life may be taken. But would it be taken out of vain? No. The 1,000 lives that would be changed, whether I make it or not. But someone out there will have a better life because they believe in something. And what they believe in? Not me. No. They believe in themselves. Believing in me is nothing. I'm just a tool. I'm a guy with a key, open the door, and you walking free. And by doing that, your life changes and my life changes. And that's my legacy I want to leave behind. Whether it be a year from now or 20 years from now. But that's my legacy I want to leave.
April showers in the month of May. The ground's still wet and the sky's still gray. But you're still shining. No cadences or chords to play. No melodies or words to say. But you're still singing, and it keeps me breathing. When I fall apart into a million pieces, when I don't know where to start, put me back together. You put me back together again. When the waters rise and the levee breaks, through your tear-filled eyes and your hands that shake, darling, I'll be steady. You're at the end of your tired rope, when you're feeling trapped and just need to go, darling, I'll be ready. When you fall apart into a million pieces, when you don't know where to start, I'll put you back together. I'll put you back together again. I'll put you back together. I'll put you back together again. When I fall apart into a million pieces, when I don't know where to start, when I forget where my peace is, when you fall apart to a million pieces when you don't know where to start. I'll put you back together. I'll put you back together again. You put me back together.